Salute my semen retention brothers, my semen retention family, elevating higher and higher through the use of the practice of semen retention. It's your guy, Mystical Path, the Mystic Oracle, coming back at you. Forgive me for all the glare or whatever coming through. Before I get in it, be sure to like, subscribe, leave comments. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for all your donations or whatnot. I like sharing wisdom with you cats. Today I'm going to talk about focus on improving yourself, not chasing women. Focus on improving yourself, not chasing women, females. Because when you focus on yourself, here's the secret. Here's the secret, right? When you focus on yourself and improving yourself, all the other things that you desire, the pleasurable things, they come to you. When you're not working on yourself and improving yourself and your focus is on nothing but pleasure, there's resistance that you don't ever get it because your focus is in the wrong place. When you focus on yourself, you become a magnet. I'm going to say that again. When you focus on yourself, you become a magnet for all the things you desire and even things you don't desire, because there has to be a polarity. There has to be a polarity on your path, like on your journey. There has to be a polarity, meaning there's going to be there has to be a negative and positive polarity going on in your life as you're on this journey. I didn't create it. The Creator made it that way. The universe made it that way. So along with that, the higher levels you go in life, the more tests and the temptation. So when you self-improve, you get your body right, you know what I'm saying? You get your joint, straightened up, your beard, whatever. You do all that. You get your money right, which is a necessity on this planet. Don't let nobody fool you. Don't let these reptile snake preacher motherfuckers fool you. Excuse my French. Don't let these people in the world fool you. I don't care who they are, minister, your school teacher, college professor, your parents, yes, even your parents. Anybody that's persuading you, trying to persuade you from improving your finances, get away from them. I mean, if you're at home with your moms, you can't do that. And some of you adults, a lot of you cats, in your late 20s, 30s, and 40s, still living at home with your parents. You having arguments with your parents or whatever. That's a serious problem. That's a major problem. I don't care if you have to sleep on the street. You don't need to be in your parents' house. You don't need to be a grown. Let me get out this glare so you can really check me. You don't need to be a grown ass man. And I'll push the age limit. I'll push the age limit up. If you're 30 years old, I could go lower. I could say 25, but whatever. Cats fall on hard times, whatever. If you're 30 years old and you're still living at home with mommy and daddy, you got a fucking problem. Excuse my French. If you're 40 years old and you're still living off mom and dad and you still ain't got it together at 40, it's a wrap for you, more than likely. Unless you're willing to say, okay, or not just mom and dad, even your girlfriend. If you're smooching and living off your girl because you don't have shit else going on, that's a problem, homie. Now, if you a hustler, if you a player and she just down for you like that, she wants you to be around because that's your girl, y'all live together, y'all got a plan together, that's a different thing. I'm talking about if you out here smooching, all you got in life is your girlfriend, or the chick you smash and you laying up all day with her, playing video games or whatever, and you have no other ambitions in life, and you're broke or whatever, that's a problem. You're not self-improving, because you're only with her because you're on hard times. Let's keep it real. Let's be 100. The only reason you're with your parents, the only reason you're still staying with your honey or whatever, and especially, and let's go here, especially if she's a silverback. If you're staying with a silverback, you know, some night walker, silverback, some night creature, and you don't have nothing else going on, that's a problem. You have to improve yourself every day. It's gonna be hard, but you got to do it. You got to lift weights every day. Some of y'all don't like to lift weights. Oh, it hurt. Yeah, it burned. Yeah, it's supposed to burn. That's how you get results. And then when you get in the gym, you playing. Check that. Yeah, if you in the gym and you can only do 30 minutes, I mean, you got to start with some, but I'm talking about for some of you cats that just have no type of drive, no energy, no ambition to self-improve, and you say, okay, I'm listening to what the young cats say. I'm gonna get in there and see if I can do something. And you only spend 30 minutes in the gym, you're BSing. You're bullshitting. You know, I know they say science says you should only spend 45 minutes a day in the gym or whatever, because after that your cortisone levels start raising. And cortisone is basically a stress hormone. Man, you know how much bullshit that is? That don't apply to everybody. That applies to certain people. Every body type is the same. Look, man, if you a man, if you a boss about it, you need to be doing an hour and a half to 2 hours in the gym every day, straight up. Or, okay, whatever. Some of y'all say I'm too hard. If you can't do 60 minutes of hard labor in the gym, pushing weight, you bullshitting. If you can't discipline yourself for 1 week, for 7 days, if you can't discipline yourself, if you're trying to lose weight, which certain cats have different metabolisms that causes their body to retain weight. You know, like a cat like me, I'm steady trying to gain weight because I can lose weight real fast. I mean, I can eat like crazy, and I can still there could still be a reduction in my weight because of the rate of my metabolism. But I'm talking about some of you cats, you know who you are. You know, some of you heavy cats, you big cats. You know what I'm saying? That retain a lot of weight. You know, be it water. I know a cat. He told me he was like, bruh. He said, man, he's like, bro. He like, you be all cut and ripped or whatever, and he's like, man, you can eat anything. He said, bro, I could think about a cake and gain 10 pounds. Then you gotta improve on your on calorie reduction and counting calories. If you know your body can retain weight, you know, you got to start counting your calories. You can't eat as much. You got to eat cleaner. Get rid of drinks, sodas, alcohol, because all that's all sugar, and that converts to estrogen. Estrogen is a female hormone. This ain't, you know, y'all know that already. You know, if you continue to, even beer, hops and all that other stuff, that turns into estrogen. It converts to estrogen if you don't burn it off. Now, here's the other side to that. I'm gonna stick on this fitness thing just for a minute. Here's the other side of that. You say, well, Mystical Path, look at these cats, you know, incarcerated cats, You know, they get out of jail, they cock diesel, they beasting, and they eat like shit in there. I know that. Here's what they're doing that a lot of you cats aren't willing to do. Work. In the pen, in lockdown, you got to work. You got to push weight. Those cats are constantly pushing weights. They're constantly doing push-ups. You know, one cat will get on another cat's shoulders and they do dips. They fill pillowcases with a bunch of books and they beast. So you can't use that. You can't use that as an excuse. Yeah, they eat like shit. Candy bars, you know, dry burritos and shit, ramen noodles. Yeah, they eat like that, but they burn. You say, well, how do you burn? Be active. Work. You gotta be willing to work. You gotta be willing to get in the gym and beast. You know, that's a part of self-improvement. If your body not right, you know, you're gonna have a hard time attracting what you want unless you're just willing to continue paying for it. P for P. If you're willing to continue dishing out cash that you really don't have, but for some of you cats that do got it like that, if that's what worked for you, and I'm not saying that anything's wrong with that. I mean, some cats just don't want the headache, you know. So you know, boom, boom, you do what you got to do. But I'm saying if you're trying to draw the things that you desire to you, you got to self-improve. You have to become number one in your life. You have to become number one in your life. You got to be disciplined. It's a journey. Yes, it's a journey. You know, you're gonna fall. You know, yes, you're gonna fall. You're gonna relapse. All of us have done that. Some of us continue to. You know, ain't nobody perfect. I mean, you do what you got to do. You know, get up to 90 days or something like that. You know, solid. Then, you know, let it be your choice. I mean, I've done relapse on purpose just to see how it would affect my mental. And everybody's different. There's no one rule to this thing. I'm just giving you some advice that has helped me on my journey. If you want to attract the things that you desire for pleasure, you got to improve yourself. If you want females, you know, I like to call them dimes. If you want dimes, you know what dimes want. You know what dimes want. They want money. They want money. If you want a trophy baddie, you got to have cheese. And here's the thing. And let me correct myself. You don't have to have cheese, but you have to have something about you that draws her to you. And with dimes, you got to have your physical together. I don't give a damn what they say. Oh, he's such a nice guy. He that's trash. That's complete garbage. That's complete garbage. I'm not telling you to be no a-hole, but I'm telling you, that's BS. You gotta work on you. You gotta have a certain look about you. You gotta have a certain demeanor about you. You have to have a certain demeanor about you. You have to have confidence about you. If you don't have the money, I know a lot of cats ain't got a damn pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of, and they be smashing dimes. But guess what? They got swag. Cats are cut, and you know what I'm saying? They got something about them. They got something that's a magnetism about them that women dig. Women are willing to pay them. But if you know you're not on that level, you got to do what you got to do, man. Look, be real with yourself. Don't BS yourself. Look yourself in the mirror and be like, okay, I know I got to work on this. You know, my hygiene ain't straight. I got to get that right. You know, your teeth and shit. Your teeth and shit may be all crooked. Get it fixed. I mean, you know what you got to work on. You know, you may, your work. Look, all I'm trying to tell you to do is improve upon yourself. Improve yourself. You got to do it mentally. Read books. You got to be, every day, you got to be getting better. You got to be getting better. Tony Robbins, Les Brown, the legends. Get on these cats. Even these new cats, get on them too. Learn that information and apply that information. But if you're not willing to put in the work, man, I'm sorry I'm sorry to just tell you. But if you're not willing to put in the work, you can just go ahead. It's a wrap. You'll never have the body you want. You'll never be able to, if you want to wear, a cut off or tank top or whatever, you'll never be able to do that if you don't do the work, because your confidence won't be at a place where you can feel comfortable. Some of you cats, you put on the tank, you got war wounds and scars and bumps and shit. Look, man, fix that. I'm telling you, cats had to tell me the same thing. They're like, bro, what are you doing? Y'all don't even know, man. My attitude used to be so not care. I used to not give a damn. I would walk in a place with some dirty ass raggedy jeans and a button down with some church shoes and a nappy ass outfit. Man, look. Cats had to school. They like, you too talented. You're an attractive guy. You can win. You can win in life. Cats had to put me on game, and and I don't know it all, but the things that I know, I'm sharing with you guys. I'm not going to BS you like some of these other cats do. If you improve on yourself, if you say today, I'm going to make the commitment, I'm going to be disciplined, I'm going to do this, I'm not going to let nothing knock me off track. Do it for a week. Do it for 2 weeks. I'm going to improve. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to be mindful of what I put in my brain. I'm going to improve on my mind, my verbal skills. I'm going to start reading the dictionary. I'm gonna start working on my swag, if I need to shave or something like that. Just do it for a week or two, along with semen retention, and see the results you get. Because if you don't believe in you, you're not gonna get no chick to believe in you. You have to give off when you get on this journey. You have to give off the air of confidence. Confidence, not necessarily being egotistical, because there's always somebody on a higher level than you are, which is good because you want to constantly be growing in life. But on this thing, you want to be giving off the air that, all right, I know I get in the gym. I know I keep my, I keep my joint, popping or whatever. I read books, my vocabulary is there. I'm building that. So when you walk out the house, if a chick don't look your way, because you just like, hey, I'm just doing me. When you adopt that attitude, I've said it in other videos, when you adopt that attitude of, look, man, I'm about making my life better. When you focus on that, then, man, females gonna start, chicks are gonna start coming down on you like hawks, man. And some of you cats may not be ready for that, because this video is going long. But here's the thing: once you get your improvement up, or your self-improvement, your body, your wardrobe, whatever, your mind, and you got to start dealing with multiple females, that's another level too. Look, I'm telling y'all the truth. I ain't BSing y'all. I don't look. Whatever. You don't have to accept the information. I don't care. This is for the cats that appreciate it and can utilize it. But when you get on a level to where chicks start coming to you, which I prefer that, because I'm just that type of cat. I prefer them to come my way. When they do, and you got to juggle multiple females, that in itself is a job. That in itself is work. And if you don't know how to do it the right way, you're going to lose them. You're going to be slipping up. Hey, let me see your phone. Who's that just called you? Who's that? Yolanda. Who's that? That. It costs to be the boss. I'm gonna say that again. It costs to be a boss. If you want to play big, if you want to play big and do big shit, you gotta you gotta put in the work. You know, because if you like me, you got a ton of chicks you gotta talk to and text every day. Honestly, man, sometimes it gets on my nerves because I have things I want to do. I don't want to be texting and small talking. No, roses. Hey, I was just thinking about you, man. Damn that. I ain't trying to do none of that. When they text, they text me. Hey, what's up? What you doing? I'm busy right now. I'll get with you later. I'll get with you when I'm free. Honestly, the majority of the time I don't even text them back because I'm just like, I got it like that. I can do that. Because whatever. If they have a problem with that because I'm working on myself, then they don't need to be on my team. Look, man, like the video, subscribe, share, comment. I want to dialogue with y'all, man. Y'all know Mystical Path MP forever, baby. Love y'all. Stay on the path.